welcome back to the channel. Karen. We missed you, Karen. Where have you been?
Someone's been fucking with my integrity.
Karens are Karens, yes. But there are different subclasses of Karen. You have the entitled Karen.
I can't help you. I already talked to B. He told me not to worry about the situation.
Who will always ask for your manager, usually shows up in restaurants and retail stores, causing havoc there in their natural habitats. Then there's the reckless Karens, who are gonna start causing a scene and affecting the people around them. You know, they're gonna start throwing hands on people. But today we're looking at Bratty Karen tries fleeing traffic stop. Bratty Karens are a specific breed of Karens that can show up in really any situation. And when they do show up, it's best to probably get the cops involved. So a Karen is encountering a cop head on. There's no middleman. There's no situation in the middle. This one is just straight up cop Karen interaction. So it's going to get loud. Headphone warning. So before we get into that, I have a gaming channel that you should check out. It's pretty cool. And dropping one of these every Monday and Friday. So like and subscribe. And without further ado, what's up with Bratty Karen?
Hello, Officer Fager, Edgewater Police. The reason I stopped you were 59 and a 45. Do you have your registration and insurance with you?
I don't know what it is.
Pardon me? That one's expired as of September.
I don't know.
Pardon me? Okay, well, the requirement is that you provide, and I'm giving you an opportunity to do so. So if you want to refuse to give me one, that's okay, but I'm giving you the opportunity.
Why are you being a jerk? I haven't
I'm
been.
not. You
I
are.
haven't-
You've
No,
stated
I
3
haven't.
times, I don't know, sarcastically,
I really
okay?
don't know.
I requested something that you're required to give me, okay? And I'm giving you the
I am not
opportunity
being
to give you it.
sarcastic with you. I have been nice to you.
What I'm trying to explain to you is I'm giving the opportunity to look for it.
Oh my gosh, you're the first one who's asked me for this.
Okay, so off rip, this person is not, how do I say this? This person's not smart. She just tried to hand an officer an expired registration. Has she never been pulled over before? Did she just never think about having a valid license and registration? She just gets in her car and drives where she needs to go without even like ever thinking about the legalities of what she's doing. That's crazy. This cop is like actually just doing a routine traffic stop. Just asked her like a really simple question and all of a sudden she's got an attitude. I didn't detect that much sarcasm in her voice. I detected a hint of like ignorance to what actually she's being asked. She said she's never been asked for her license and registration before. How does that work? That's like the only things police officers ask you for whenever you're pulled over. So either this is her first time getting pulled over or she's genuinely just an idiot.
My name's Officer Fager with the Edgewater Police Department.
Spell your name for me.
It'll be on the bottom of the citation.
You're an asshole.
Do you have your insurance, ma'am?
Yeah, it's on my phone. You want that too?
Yes, ma'am.
Who's your supervisor?
My direct supervisor
Yeah.
today is Officer Ugarte.
No, who's your direct supervisor, period?
Pardon me?
Who's your direct supervisor?
Sergeant Anthony Benz.
What's his phone number?
Ma'am, would you please provide me your proof of insurance,
What's
please?
his phone number?
Will you provide me with your proof of insurance, please?
What's his phone number?
So she's gone full Karen already, not even a minute into the video. She's demanding to speak to this officer's manager. She's approaching nuclear Karen, but hasn't hit that just yet. This officer is literally doing his job. Nothing out of the ordinary here. The officer hasn't even said anything like bad to her. He's literally just asking her for proof that this is her car, and she can't provide it. So yeah, this is probably going to go south very quickly. And I take it she's a very loud person, given the way she's demanding all this information from the officer.
How hard was that?
Pardon me?
Hard was that? Not
There's
hard
no
at
need
all.
to use vulgar language,
But you
ma'am.
don't have to be such an asshole.
Since when was I don't recall
You've been
any
an
time. I've
asshole
been
the whole
professional the
time.
entire
No, you
time. It's
have
called
not.
professionalism.
You have, wow.
All you had to do is provide me your registration and insurance and we can avoid any issues.
And I
True.
told you. Oh my God.
Why are you calling 911? Hang
She's
up or
calling
you're
the-
going to jail for
Is she calling the cops on a cop right now? Oh my god, Karen. That's an advanced Karen tactic. Calling the cops on the cops in order to get them to do what you want them to do. Now, this is a true Karen. It's honestly a blessing that this is in a traffic stop, because who knows what would happen if this was in a public place. The scene would be unimaginable, right? This is the type of Karen they would literally be yelling and screaming as she's getting arrested, as if she's not the one doing the wrong thing. The lack of self-awareness is crazy.
I'm not misusing
Hang up
911.
or you're gonna go to jail for misuse of 911. Hang up the phone. Are you failing to provide your proof of insurance?
No, I'm
Yes.
not. But I want another officer.
For what reason? There's no reason for you to do that. If you're failing to provide, I'm gonna give you one more opportunity to provide the insurance. You're gonna receive a citation for it.
County.
She's still on the phone.
Has me pulled over. He's being a major jerk. Is there a way I can get another cop? He's threatening to take me to jail because I can't find my registration.
No, ma'am. I said I was going to take you to jail if you misuse 911.
What is going on right now? The 911 hotline is not a fucking line you can call to complain about a police officer that you don't like. What is the logic here? How does someone think they have this much control over other people, especially the police? It just doesn't make sense.
Ma'am, I cannot call the cops on an officer. I'll have the sergeant call you.
Can you have somebody, can you? Because he's
Yes.
I haven't done anything. I have been extremely nice to
You
this
were
guy.
speeding.
Yeah.
I told him that I couldn't find my registration. He said that he was giving me a chance to give it to him, or else I was going to be in trouble. And then he said he was going to take me to jail.
Just so you're aware, all that's on camera and none of that.
Yeah, we're literally watching you lie through your fucking teeth to the 911 dispatcher, who can't do anything, by the way. She literally called this cop an asshole, and she's been cursing at this cop this entire time, and now she wants to play the victim. Fuck out of here, lady. Even if she didn't have proof of insurance, the worst she was going to get is a citation. Now she's definitely going to jail for misusing 911 like this. The best part about it is, the officer warned her that he was going to do exactly that, and she didn't listen.
Ma'am, I understand. Are you in a gray Nissan?
I am.
I'm going to go ahead and let the sergeant know what's going on, okay?
Thank you so much.
9 Alpha 10 Central. Sorry, were you trying to reason? Yeah, what's your turn? We'll let you
Perfect. Any particular reason for the speed? Hang tight for me. I'll be right back with you. This is the time.
So they actually waited for a backup officer to arrive. This lady she should also get charged with wasting police officers' time. Whatever that charge is. Whatever it's actually called. She's just literally wasting their time.
She's complaining though, son. Hang tight for me. I'll be right back with you. This is the time. She's complaining though, son. You want to get tied up in this? No. I don't care. Okay. What's the citation?
Fair enough.
Speed. Oh. I have a question for you. You're wearing corrective lenses, like contact lenses?
Am I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I am.
Can you just look up so I can confirm that? Okay, thank you. Here's your driver's license back.
Ooh, she snatched it.
Pardon me?
Oh, she got attitude.
Because you've had me here too long.
I've had here just
God
enough
damn.
time to
You
issue
have
you a
not.
citation.
You
Yes,
have
ma'am.
left me here longer than anybody ever has.
It's been less than 15 minutes since the officer initiated the stop.
Okay, so I think it's safe to say we've reached nuclear caring, and whatever happens next in this video, brace yourselves. Your headphones might explode from the sheer volume.
Is that your supervisor?
No, ma'am, it's
Give me my and I want your supervisor.
Okay, they're on the way, and I will give you. But
Give me my so I can go. I have to get home to my kid.
I don't have to sit here and have you yell at me. I don't.
I want my You have me pulled over
Correct.
for nothing. Now let
Not
me
true.
have
I don't
my
have you pulled over. I have you pulled over for speed.
Then give me my ticket so I can
What was
go.
I in the process of doing before you started raising your
Give
voice?
me my ticket so I can go. I have a kid to get home to.
Okay, then lower your voice and I'll give you your
Oh my
ticket.
God.
If you really cared about getting home with your kid, you'd be compliant with the officers instead of literally trying everything in your power to get them to do what you want. But what do I know? I don't have kids. I don't know. This fucking bitch is literally just trying everything in her power to get arrested. I guess there's this misconception that since cops are public servants, that just means you can treat them like shit. What's the point of being a Karen at all?
911. I'm done.
Do it. Do it. You'll go to jail.
Give me my
You'll go to jail. Call 911. You pull
Do
away,
it.
you're gonna go.
Do it.
Stop!
Is she about to pull away?
my ticket.
You're gonna go to jail. Do it again. I swear to God, you'll go to jail.
Will you please take him?
Step out of the car now. Step out of the car
I
now.
have to get home to my kids.
Step out of the car now. Put it in park. Step out of
That's
the
what
car.
you get. Now you're going to jail.
Step out of the car.
I didn't do anything. She literally just tried to flee. She pulled forward while the cop was still talking to her. And now she's trying to act like the victim. Classic Karen.
Step out of the car. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Why am I going to jail?
Stop.
I have asked for a supervisor.
They're on the way.
You'll get
Well, why are you yelling at me?
Just tried to.
The complete 180. Now that she's actually in trouble. Now she's actually going to jail. All the power, she's realized she has none of it. Why are you yelling at me? Like she hasn't been yelling at this fucking guy this entire time. Like she hasn't been cursing at him this entire time. Honestly, fuck you, lady. You deserve everything that's happening to you.
Take off with his hand in the vehicle.
You will get a supervisor now. Walk back to that car. You're going to jail.
Yup.
Go. No, it sucks. You're going this way. Come
I need
on.
to call my kid.
Unfortunately,
Fuck them
let's
kids.
Home by himself.
Let's go. Walk to my car.
All you had to do is lower your voice.
I was trying, but
You were not
weren't
trying.
listening to
I was
me.
being so professional.
No, you weren't.
No, listen, make your complaint, okay? I was professional. No, I will get you a copy of the video. I was professional. I gave you an opportunity to raise your voice. Sit in the car now.
Oh my God. Can you please stand? Do this?
You can make your phone call in a minute. Take a seat in the car.
Dumbass.
Put your
Eat
foot in
shit.
the car. He'll talk to you in a second.
See, this is why I can't stand Karens. This officer was nothing but nice to her this entire time. And she was a bitch from the jump. She didn't even, like, talk to the officer. She doesn't even treat the officer as a person. As soon as the officer pulls up to her car, he has an attitude. She's cursing at him. She's yelling at him for nothing. Just because this guy's doing his job. And you can feel how you feel about cops, right? But at the end of the day, if you're disrespectful and you're treating them like shit, they're gonna treat you like shit right back. Karma and all that.
All right.
Try to pull off
So
on
he was
him.
here with me. She's been rude from the start. Okay, I've been mad professional. Pulled her over for speed, and she just running her mouth, wanted to talk with you. She tried to call 911. I said, you call 911, you're going to go to jail for misuse of 911. Okay? So then she called dispatch. Said, I want to talk to a supervisor. Asked me for my name, I gave her everything. So I went back, called you, got the citation, went to go give her a citation. She started screaming at me again. She just, give me my fucking ticket. And I'm like, I'm trying to, but you're screaming at me. You've kept me here too long. Okay, well, calm down.
Mind you, it's been like less than 15 minutes and she's claiming that she's been here too long. And she would have been gone if she just complied. But, you know, she's a Karen, so she can't do that.
Ticket. She goes to call 911 again. Okay, I said, don't call 911. You're going to go to jail. She throws the phone down, says, F this. Threw it in drive while my hand was in the car and just started driving away with my hand on the car.
Okay. So what are you gonna get her with?
Fleeing and looting.
Okay. Just take your time and review everything that you want. We can look over it, but yeah, good job. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. My arm was, luckily she ended up stopping.
You're okay though? Nothing's wrong?
Fine, yeah.
Please, I have a 14-year-old at home.
Oh, boo-hoo, she's a 14-year-old at home. No one gives a fuck. That kid is 14. He's basically in high school now. He can take care of himself. And you know what? I truly feel bad for him. If you're his mother, it must have been an insufferable 14 years, is all I'm saying. If she's yelling at the cops like this, that poor kid.
Ma'am, I don't know you and I don't know your situation, but you overreacted.
I've tried to be nice to him.
No,
you weren't.
Everything's been recorded on body camera, so everything you've done today has been gonna come out.
Please don't take me to jail. I'm begging you.
The what? You did this.
I didn't do anything.
Literally all of this is your fault, lady. Can you not reflect for 2 seconds to look at your actions and be like, you know what? Maybe I was kind of a dick to that officer. Maybe I was kind of being a bitch. Nah, she's just gonna sit in the back seat and blame everybody else for her problems.
Come on now. I saw you take off. You could have ran over his foot. You could have injured him. Handcuffs are not meant to be comfortable. Yeah, but what if you ran over his foot? Or did something, hit him? If you stay calm, we'll talk to you.
The only thing, real quick, I don't know if I broke her car or not. Because, yeah, so when she pulled off, my arm was like this. She pulled off with it, and I grabbed here to keep from going down with it. And it looks like it's kind of popped out. I felt that when it was doing it, when I tried to open the door.
All right, so when was she trying to drive off?
Damn, so that officer ended up breaking her car a little bit. Fuck, this Karen's gonna get a win. Damn it. I don't want her to have any wins. I want her to lose. Not right that you get to be a dick and still get a win. No, send her to jail and act like, oh, look, officers, all I'm saying is maybe she broke it herself. Maybe it was already broken when it got here. Maybe, who knows? Who's to say, really?
Before I even gave her the ticket.
So she was just being...
It's kind of popped out. I felt that when it was doing it, when I tried to open the door.
All right, so when was she trying to drive off?
Before I even gave her the ticket.
So she was just being...
She was screaming at me, and I told her, I'm trying to give you the ticket, and she began to scream and scream and scream, F you, and I said, you need to lower your voice, and I will give you the ticket. And then she went to call 911, and I said, there's no need to call 911. That's misuse of 911. You'll go to jail for that. And then, so that's when she threw the phone down. She looked down, threw it in drive. I said, don't drive away. You're going to go to jail. And she did. She drove away. And he witnessed the whole thing. Okay. So
I also witnessed the whole thing, but I'm watching this fucking 3 years in the future, to be fair.
Stop. Just calm down. You're overreacting.
No,
Stop.
I'm having a panic attack. This is like the worst fear of my life.
I heard you being rude to him.
I was at the end because I wanted.
I heard you screaming at him.
Because he wouldn't give me my ticket, sir. All I wanted to do was leave, and he wasn't giving it to me.
I'm sure he was trying to just explain it to you.
No, he wasn't.
He
taking
was?
a sweet time.
Cap.
You at least take my watch off?
Just hang on a second. You're a female. I can't search you and finish it. We're just letting you hang out and chill out for a second, okay? You understand what you did, pulling off like that is inappropriate, right?
Yes.
I was sitting there.
Okay,
I witnessed
good.
The whole thing. You could have ran over his foot. He had his hand in your vehicle. That's totally inappropriate. He told you not to leave. He gave you a direct order not to leave. This is my supervisor. He's going to talk to you, okay?
Yeah, so basically she would have been gone already if she hadn't tried to kill that. So that can't be classified as her trying to kill that officer. Like with a 2-ton vehicle, right? Her inner Karen just couldn't let it slide. Her pride wouldn't allow it. She had to almost kill that officer, and now she's going to jail.
Alrighty, ma'am. What is your first name?
Michelle.
Michelle? Hello, Michelle. My name's Roberto.
Okay, so he's like, I'm begging
Those were some real crocodile tears. She switched up so quickly. Who knows how long she was actually crying, but it seemed kind of disingenuous.
you. Can you please at least take my watch off? This is killing me.
What is killing you exactly? The handcuffs?
The handcuffs are
On
like,
one arm or how many?
They're both like cut.
I'm gonna take a look, okay? If I can fit my fingers in between the handcuff and your wrists, I can't loosen them. I can take the watch off. I'm just gonna take a look.
Please, I have panic attacks.
Ma'am, I'm gonna let you know something.
And?
Right now, you are in this car for a reason.
Please don't take me to jail.
Okay?
Too late for that. It's far too late for that.
Or if you're gonna start escalating, okay? If you're asking me to remove the watch, I can do that. But I'm letting you know right now,
I'm not gonna do anything.
you can't start acting.
I'm just having a panic attack.
Okay, all right.
I'm just having a panic attack. The officer opens the door and she fucking is already free of the cuffs. And this is a part of her plan. Nah, I doubt. No. She's not doing that shit. This lady is not about that life. She's a whiner. She thinks she can get out of every situation by just whining and crying. So no, there's no way.
Please, can you just leave the door open? Oh, see.
It's okay. It's okay. Just you don't have to.
I don't think
move.
taking
I
the
will
watch
take the
off is
watch
actually
off,
gonna
all right?
make this more comfortable for you.
Okay. All right. Just watch your foot. Yep.
You can't leave the door open. I
No,
promise
ma'am.
I'm not going to do anything.
No, ma'am. I'm gonna close
I swear to God,
it.
I'm not.
I'm gonna close it. Okay. Just watch your leg. All right. So from the beginning, how was it exactly that?
He was just mean. He was asking for my registration. I'm like, I don't know. I really didn't know. And he was saying I was being a smartass about it. But I
You
really
were.
wasn't. I don't know. I took the sticker and put it on it. I didn't know what I did with it. So I was looking for it. He's like, well, I'm going to give you one more chance to get your registration. I was looking for it.
Yeah.
And he was being mean. And then he said
He was being mean.
that I was going to go to jail. And that,
Get the tears, get the crying. Come on, you can do it. Go on.
and that,
Come on, stay sad. Get there.
my
Come on.
insurance, and I had to pull it up on my phone, and that took a while. And then I asked for his supervisor's name, and I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to call 911 even if a car was behind. It was going to take me for the jail for that if I didn't hang up. I hung up. I did what I was told.
What was the reason you were calling 911?
Because he was being a jerk. I just wanted another cop.
Does she not hear herself? Does she not hear how crazy she sounds? How insufferable she sounds? I'm just gonna look past the fact that most of what she said was kind of a lie. She's trying to paint herself to look better than how she is, when she was definitely being a bitch to that officer this entire time. She's not gonna acknowledge, like, the fact that for most of this video, she's calling that officer names, cursing at him, yelling at him, insulting his intelligence. Yeah, none of that happens to her. She just notices the fact that he's being mean to her. When she's mean back, it doesn't matter. The person who thinks that 911 is just some call line when you have a complaint against an officer, as opposed to be used for actual emergencies, yeah, this person doesn't give a fuck. Like, she has no professionalism at all. People go their entire lives like this, thinking that it's like justifying it to themselves, that the things, that the way they live, the way they treat people is okay. It's just crazy.
So that was after you had requested me and I was on the way.
No, that was before. And then I just simply wanted my ticket. I asked him nicely for my ticket, and he wouldn't give it to me. Give me my f***ing ticket so I can go. Please don't take me to
Perfect.
jail.
Absolute cinema. That was the perfect cut to that clip. I love it.
I'll do whatever I have to do, please.
Well, here's the
Whatever.
listen, man. I am completely understanding of people's situations, all right? We all go through things, trust me, I know. But here's the thing is, you decided to put the car in drive and try to take off.
Because
Right.
I asked you
With my officer's arm still inside.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't there.
It was. It's on video.
He was stepped up. His arm wasn't on my car, sir.
It was.
What was it?
He was standing by my car.
Okay.
And that's why I want him taken off of this man.
But if he told you not to go and
Then I stopped.
how exactly did it happen?
He told me, I was yelling because he wouldn't give I asked nicely several times for my ticket and he wouldn't give it to me, and then that's when I got mad. I got to get home to my kid, I'm the only one that he has, and he wouldn't give me my ticket, so I started yelling, and then he says, and so I went to drive off, and he goes, don't drive off, and so I stopped when he said that.
Okay.
So you admit that you tried to drive off? Oh.
I'm having a panic attack.
So I have two officers saying differently though.
I don't think she knows what a panic attack is. I'm pretty sure a panic attack is a debilitating, condition. I'm gonna look it up. Actually, I'm not gonna speak out of my ass on this one. We're gonna get our information from mayoclinic.org. Sudden episode of intense fear that triggers severe physical reactions when there is no real danger or apparent cause. Panic attacks can be very frightening. When panics attack occur, you might think you're losing control, having a heart attack, or even dying. I don't think this woman is having a panic attack then. I believe she's probably feeling intense fear, but there is real danger and apparent cause, and both of the real danger is herself, and the apparent cause of the panic is herself. Yeah, I don't think she's having a panic attack. Based off these symptoms, I don't think she's having. I think she's just panicking. I don't think it's a panic attack though, and she doesn't know what a panic attack is. I just learned what it is. I don't really blame her for that one.
I wasn't trying to hurt him. I wasn't.
I understand, but for that reason,
Please
that's the reason why you're in the back of the vehicle.
I'm sorry. I will apologize. I will never do it again.
Oh, she's gonna apologize, guy. She's gonna go say sorry, and that's gonna fix everything. As we all know, saying sorry fixes everything, and it absolves you of anything you've ever done. So, that's a pretty good plan.
Where? I am a good person. I've never went to jail. I've never done anything.
I'm gonna put this back in the car. I'm gonna have a word with one of the other officers, and I'll be right back. Okay?
I thought she's gonna run over your foot, dude.
Just go right
You had your hands in the car.
Yes.
And she
I was trying to give her the citation.
You told her to stop.
Yes. I held on. Luckily, I didn't go down because look, I held on. I think I might have broke her handle here because this is where I grabbed to hold on.
Sure doesn't just pop back on. It just pops on, dude, does it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Are you down on?
Oh, great. He didn't actually break the handle. Let's go. Yeah, fuck that lady. She's not getting any dubs today. Fucking loser.
My old mission.
Yeah, please. Did you see the whole thing or no? What did you see?
I was right here. You were explaining it. And you told her to stop.
Yeah.
And she took off. Your hand was in the vehicle, and you were close to the vehicle.
Yeah. Should get her for aggravated battery for freaking hitting me with the car.
True.
You're trying to explain the citation. She's screaming at you.
Yeah, I was attempting to handle it civilly.
She didn't want to talk to you, so she threw it in drive. I don't know if she had it in drive already, and she took off, dude.
No, she threw it in drive. And she had a taser ready there, ready to rock.
Whoa.
Taser.
Whoa, what? Taser? She was... Whoa. Okay, hold on. There's no way she was actually going to tase a cop, right? Even Karen's not that dumb to try tasing an officer. I think she just has a taser in her car, and that's for self-protection, whatever. I don't think she was actually going to use it on the officer, but she could have. And given the way she was acting, I wouldn't put her feeling threatened by this officer and whipping out a taser to try to hit him with it. I wouldn't put it past her, to be honest.
The center console.
Oh, the pink thing?
Yeah.
Rip, you were here for the whole thing here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was pretty cut and dry. He was explaining, she was screaming at him. Mm-hmm. He was trying to issue the citation, explain to her, but she was screaming. And he had his hand in the car, right here. He told her to stop because he knew what he was about to do, and she threw it in driving, dude. She floored it. And luckily, she just stopped, and then we ended up able to pull her out.
Why'd she stop?
I don't know. I thought she was gonna take off, dude. I mean, it's not like she half-assed it. She floored it, dude. She's like, give me my f***ing ticket and take off. I don't know the words verbatim, but something along those lines.
I mean, from this perspective, it didn't look like she moved that much, but I guess the distance was pretty large in real life. The camera doesn't really do it any justice to how far they went It just kind of seemed like she pulled forward a little bit. She must have floored it to try to start to accelerate on the highway, but then she kind of pussied out and decided, you know what, nah. I think she was just bluffing, to be honest. She was just trying to get some leeway on the officer.
And she just floored it. I mean, yeah, he had her detained on a traffic stop, and she decided to take off.
So what are you gonna get her with?
Fleeing and eluding.
Is that it?
She attempted to flee from her. I mean, I don't know if I could potentially, aggravated battery, but
No.
I think it'd be a hard one. That's the only thing I can think of. But I mean, fleeing and eluding is enough in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a felony.
Just like resisting.
That's a whole felony.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like next level down.
Yeah, because she didn't get out of the car either.
You could do either.
Yeah. I'll do both.
Either would work, I think, right?
Yeah.
What about when you guys started cuffing her and stuff?
What does it say about our justice system that it kind of all just boils down to a bunch of cops talking with each other about what to charge her with? Realistically, these cops are talking it out. They're trying to actually figure out what an accurate charge for the situation would be. But there have to also be situations where the body cam's off and the cops literally just fucking hate the person that they're capturing. So they just start brainstorming charges to give her, regardless of if it even makes sense or not. It just kind of makes me think about, what about all the situations where things don't end up like this? Do cops just come up with charges to give people that they don't like to make their lives worse?
Was she cool then?
No, once I got her out of the car, she started saying, no, what are you doing? But she definitely, like, if you watch the video, she pulled away from me while she was seated in the car. Okay. She did resist.
Yep. Ma'am, unfortunately, you're gonna be going to jail today, okay?
Yes.
After what I just heard, you could have seriously injured him.
I wasn't trying to, please.
I know that you weren't trying to.
I know.
I had a really hard time, please.
Oh, I know you're the victim and all, but you still gotta go to jail.
I'm sorry, ma'am. This is not gonna be. This is not gonna be something that's gonna take 74 years, okay?
I don't have money for bail. How am I supposed to get out?
You probably should have thought about that before you wanted to be a bitch to the police officer. Maybe food for thought. Maybe try not being a bitch next time.
I don't have money for bail. How am I supposed to get out? Please, I'm begging you, don't take me to jail. I swear, I will do anything. I promise.
Alrighty, ma'am.
I will do anything, please.
Why is she saying she'll do anything? What does she think anything pertains? What is she thinking?
Be a female officer arriving here shortly to
How am I
conduct
supposed to get out of jail
a
if I
full
don't
search.
have bail?
Ma'am, I cannot help you in that regard.
I have nobody.
If I had unlimited amount of money, I would post your bail, but I do not, ma'am.
Gee, thanks, officer. That's so nice of you to say. If I was a millionaire, I'd pay your bail. No, you wouldn't. Don't lie to her fucking face right now. If you were a millionaire, you wouldn't be a cop. Shut up.
You can change it.
No, ma'am.
If I change his mind,
No, ma'am.
please.
No. He did the correct thing today, okay?
Michelle was charged with fleeing, eluding, resisting, and misuse of 911. She pled no contest to any charges, and records indicate the fleeing, eluding charge was interestingly changed to a tampering with physical evidence charge.
Huh? Why? That doesn't make sense. Those aren't even the same thing. Those are nowhere near the same thing. Tampering with evidence is not the same as fleeing an officer. Who fucked up that badly?
She was sentenced with 18 months probation, 50 hours of community service, an apology letter to the officer, a driver improvement course, and mental health evaluation and treatment.
Well, I mean, she didn't spend that much time in jail. She spent like probably however long it took for all of this to process. And she ended up with just probation, community service, and having to apologize. So all things considered, I feel like she got off pretty easy for almost hurting that cop. I also like how they made her take an advanced driver improvement course because they were like, yeah, you clearly can't drive. Even though, I mean, nothing in this video kind of indicated that she was a bad driver. Other than the speeding, I guess. But other than that, I didn't really get the impression that she was a bad driver. That's funny. But that's the end of that one. It's another classic Karen video. We've seen millions of them on the internet at this point. They're like an entire genre in of himself. She's, at the end of the day, she's just another Karen freaking out over nothing. What do we have in the comments? That's not a panic attack. That's a hissy fit. There's a huge difference. Oh, it is kind of, she was kind of having a hissy fit. She was just kind of yelling and going off on those officers. She was not really panicking. The only time she was panicking was when she realized she fucked up and she was actually going to jail. I feel like a panic attack would have had her a little bit more unable to do anything. I've offended by everything, ashamed of nothing, entitled to everything. contributing nothing. I like that. That really encapsulates the entire Karen genre of video. Those four lines right there kind of really encapsulate what it really means to be a Karen. And I think going forward, I'm gonna hold every Karen I encounter on the internet to this standard. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for raising me in a way that ensured I will never end up in one of these videos. Yeah, thank your parents too for not making you an insufferable piece of shit that treats people like shit, you know, unless you are, in which case, fuck you. Yeah, so this was just a classic lesson in treat others the way you would like to be treated, because when you treat people like shit, you get treated like shit, and this Karen found out the hard way. So that's it for this video. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.